Good morning, senpai. Is your former dress all ready to go? I know it's been 2 weeks since we got back from the Indian Lost Boat, but today they're finally finished making modification to the shadow border and complete construction on the new necklace that has the shadow border at its core. I can't wait to see what it looks like once they let us back into the dock at 9 AM. The captain was very particular about having us, quote, wake up at the crack of dawn and remain on standby until further notice. Which just makes me that much curious. Ahem, testing. Everything good with this mic? Hey guys, can you hear me? Are my duelist tones carrying clearly to your waiting ears? Tomlin, Kawada, Octavia, Chin, K-In, Arion, Marcus, Munir, Director Gordo, Mash, Yuki, and last but not least Yuki. As 11th staff member of Nova Korea, your patience has much been appreciated. Now on, down to the dock, and meet our brand new ship. That's right, it's time to launch ceremony for the Captain New and Thanatos. Hey, thanks for coming to separate with us. We're so lucky we got put the Thanatos together in a secret underground dock like this. Congratulations guys, we deserve it. I can't wait till we set sail. Congratulations to you, Yuki and Mash. You guys are going to be there for tomorrow's test voyage for 2, right? Oh man, it's going to be so much fun. I wonder if we can set fire to Ritos in the void sea. Master, do you know why there are so many Nemos here? No, but I've seen them around here and there before. Hey, who said you can leave your post? You're making a mockery of the launch ceremony, damn it. Marines line up. Looks out guys, Captain's all mad. Come on, let's all line up. That's more like a now roll call. Nemo Marine reporting for duty. I'm in charge of the deck and I want you to requisition me a new map. They're really heavy torpedoes. Will somebody trade post with me? Nemo Marine. Report for duty. I'm in charge of the computer room. And I'm still not taking notes by hand. Really the best idea. Nemo Marine reporting for duty. I'm in charge of cleaning the kitchens and bathrooms. A cleanup ship is a happy ship. Nemo Marine reporting for duty. I'm in charge of... Whoa. Oh, that's enough, damn it. I was a bit overwhelmed with all the new information even before this parade of the identical faces. What's the meaning of this, Captain? Since when do you have so many damn subordinates? That's as silly as asking fluid scoping why is the swims upstream or Gordo. The Marines are clones, or instance of me who specialize in different operations. Having a large enough crew is an essential part of my voyage. I didn't make the Marines for you guys, I made them solely to help with the ship. And the ship is where they'll stay. You could say they're animate metaphors for my mental support structure. They are fully autonomous, possible alternate version of me, who... Thank you, Captain, I'll take it from here. You have many talents, but explaining things is clearly not one of them. You see, the ability Captain has been using to make these clones belong to neither Nemo the Heroic Spirits, nor the Triton the Divine Spirit. Those of Alice Institute use a technique called memory partitions as part of our basic thought process. So I gave Captain the ability to use it when I formed a contract with him. Essentially it lets you, well, partitions brain so that you can have multiple cells, processing different things simultaneously. In Captain's case, that's resulted in him gaining the ability to create multiple physical cells that all act with complete autonomy. In other words, all the works pertaining to the running ship that Captain Nemo has been doing by himself to date. Or perhaps more accurately, all the work he had been wishing to do was thus far unable to carry out due to the lack of personnel. It's now being carried out by all these other Nemos, thanks to the evolution he independently achieved. Then they don't all just look like Nemo, they are Nemo. Aye aye, sir. Though of course, we all have to do whatever the captain tells us to do. So there's gonna be lots and lots of Nemos working on the board. The Nautilus then. But the number of Marines would change depending on the circumstance. Also, the Marines aren't the only other Nemos in my Nemo series. I introduced you to them properly when the time is right, but for now, there's Nemo Professor whose job is to analyze the situation, come up with the plans, and conduct scientific research. Next, there's Nemo Baker, the cook who will be in charge of preparing everyone's meals. Although these roles are important, of course, but her stands out in particular. Then there's Nemo Engineer, who's cantankerous. You never believe she was me. She'll just as soon as throw a wrench at you, look at you. Those along with the Marines are the crew I'll be taking along to run the ship. The only downside is that bringing the water aboard the new Atlantis means there won't be any room for a bakery, so I won't be calling Baker. No Baker, aw man, that's a real shame. Still, it looks more like a real submarine, isn't it? When you're gonna take it out for a test dive to Captain. Oh, I'd like to do that no later than tomorrow. We need to cross the ocean from Age of Gods into this next lost boat, so I have to make sure everything is shape, figuratively speaking. However, the only ones who will be coming with me are Mash and Yuki. The rest of you will be staying here. What? Why? We have our reasons, Meniere. Sorry, it just wasn't in the cards this time. While Captain Mash and Yuki are out, they're testing out the Nautilus. The rest have our work cut out for us getting ready to infiltrate the Atlantic lost boat. Developing the ultra-range lens, doubling the tripling the Nautilus defensive system, reinforcing Yuki's mystic code, fine-tuning Mash Ortonix. Basically, Meniere, we have all the absolute ton of things to do here. We just don't have time to spare for you to be wasting your magecraft exercise on the submarine test dive. Damn it, evolve around Nuck. If I known I could be holding me back like this one day, I would have sold my magic crest, gotten out of the magecraft game long ago. Aha, that's the boldest statement I heard in a long time. But in case you need a reminder, if you weren't a mage, you would never have been hired at KyECtnz in the first place. So how about you just resign yourself to helping to a techno-advisor, like a good little lackey, and let me take responsibility for what is sure to be a delightful Nautilus test dive. You sure, Gordy? You do know they're going out for a test dive in the Void Sea, not the Wandering Sea, right? Yes, as I was saying. I'll let you handle it, as I have a lot of director work I need to do myself. Yes, quite a lot indeed. Then it's settled. This afternoon I'll be holding class to explain all about the Nautilus equipment and facilities, as well as what to do in case of emergency. Then tomorrow Yuki, Mash, and the captain will take it out for test dive. While they're doing that, the rest of us will be getting things ready here at the Wandering Sea for infiltration of the Atlantic lost boat. It'll probably take about 7 days to wrap everything up, so this will be your last chance to relax on standby for a while. Make sure you're all well and rest, so that you can give your best for what's to come. Right. That goes for you too, Damichi. My journey is drawing to an end. It won't be long now, before I arrive at my destination in southern Nvidia. Not that I'll change anything once I get there. I certainly won't be getting a reward for my trouble. Nor do I have a home to return to, or enough fuel to get me there even if I did. The only point of this journey I ever had was to get where I was going. Well, no. That may be technically accurate, but it's still not quite right. Let me be clear, so I don't invite any misunderstandings. When I say I don't have a home to return to, I don't mean that in the heartless, cold-blooded bastard sense. My home may be gone now, but I still remember it clearly, and as long as I have those memories, I'll never feel the pain of it lost. See, since I was born, I had the ability, for better or worse, to recall anything I ever seen in perfect detail. It's called hyperfemisia, though it is more commonly known as a superior autobiographical memory. My friend considered it a disability, and sympathized with the drawbacks, but scientists considered it a gift. It drove me insane when I was a kid. At some point, It caused me to hate cities and peoples in general. When I grew up, I left the city behind and started living a much quieter life out in the village and near the mountains. As a result, I only spent about a third of my life in busy urban areas, so I'm not really overburdened with memories of those places. Still, my memories are just clearer now as they were. I can see the friends I used to hang out with, smiling and laughing, as if they were right here with me. Of course, that includes the beautiful scenery and the stars that used to twinkle bright all across the nighttime sky. Maybe that's why I couldn't shake my doubts about why this happened the way it did. Something just seemed off. I don't mean the Earth's surface being bleached. Why, I mean it feels like something even bigger has changed, but in a way I can't put my finger on it. Whatever it is, I noticed it at different points during this journey. There's something different about the skies above Russia, Scandinavia, China, India, whatever it was. They weren't the same skies I've seen before. There must be some other changes occurring in places I'm not privy to, or maybe some other human besides me are struggling to fight back. Maybe they're doing best to retake this world, this planet, this universe, for humanity, even as I speak. Hello, Jin. Unfortunately, as intriguing as that possibility is, those places are much too far for me to make a detour in that precious little time as it is. I ran out of food yesterday, but my bike's not going to last much longer either. Again, once I reach my destination, my journey is over. It would be nice if whoever's causing these changes taking place around the world were to stop by the States, but I doubt anyone who has lost as hard as me and the good rest of humanity have anything close to that kind of good left. What a strange feeling. Even if this is the end for me, in multiple senses, it still feels good to achieve the goal I set for myself. Why did humanity die out? Why did these alien invaders show up? Why did they conquer us by bleaching the earth white? My heart is racing at the prospect of possibly uncovering the answers to these and all the other mysteries. I arrived at the USD Air Force base, once known as Area 51. It's one of the places that only part of the texture of the entire dimension evade the bleaching. The sheer secrecy surrounding this place led to all sorts of rumors about high-tech experiments and training being conducted here, but you never know that looking at it now. Not only there are no surprises here, there are not so much as a single piece of cutting-edge equipment. Any seaplanes and armored tanks that may have been here before are long gone. Since there's no power, I doubt I'll be able to stock up on food or water either. On the plus side, the buildings are mostly untouched, so at least I shouldn't have to go through sifting through rubble. I can't believe it, rain clouds cropped it up here out of nowhere. I guess that means it still rains in the last area on Earth that has been bleached away. Pushing my excitement down to keep getting the better of me and begin carefully making my way through the base. The rain clouds that cropped up the skies overhead stuck around the whole time I was there. I learned several things from excitation into the inside base, the part that can be cut off from the outside world. I wish I could offer my personal thoughts on what I found, but since I'm running low on both time and energy, I have to stick to just the facts. This base did in fact contain the alien life form. 2018 Subject E relocation. 2018 Initiate Subject E and examination. According to the documents, I found this subject had flown to New Mexico in the near 2018. The craft has been piling either burned up when it entered Earth atmosphere or was possibly destroyed by the subject itself, according to a handwritten note, leaving the subject completely exposed upon its discovery. The injury sustained during its emergency landing had left it critically wounded and near death, but by flash freezing it, the Air Force managed to preserve its life function. Then they brought this to the base. A lot of the other record pertaining to subjects can be summed up to a single word: gruesome. The scientists perform all kinds of tests, experiments, and surgeries in order to keep this alien visitor alive. They conducted clinical trials with different kinds of medicine. They tested every known substance on Earth to see how it will react. They observed the reactions that correspond to pain. They observed the reactions that correspond to joy. To measure endurance, they stopped supplying it with nutrients. Then they tried burning it, freezing it, melting it, and attaching things to it. They stirred the intestines around, cut off parts of the body, measured signals from the organ they thought was its brain. They performed all kind of research. What could also be called a very crystallization of human history on the subject while it was still living. It didn't take long for the surgical procedures meant to recirculate the subjects to morph into brutally explosive experiment. And since the cells taken from subject samples were made up of elements that didn't exist anywhere on the planet, it wasn't hard to imagine that further research could eventually lead to military and civilian applications. Truth be told, that was where the top brass true interest lied. After all, since the turn of the 12th century, energy race between nations had only continued to pick up speed. And there was now an insurmountable gap between the industrialized nations and developing ones. You could tell from poring over the documents that they began with the best intentions. They wanted to research the results in better life for every person on Earth, to help humanity move past its endless squabbling for wealth and forge ahead with new, loftier goals. However, Area 51 researchers didn't see things the same way. With every experience they ran, they became more and more certain that the subject was emitting a constant, unknown signal, was calling for help. So they thought if they kept running experiments on it, if they kept inflicting greater levels of pain on it, even more potential test subjects were bound to show up. That's why this all happened. This was a natural disaster, was a man-made one. But is that really the reason? I finally know why those trees come here. I just can remember lasting. Was this a true cause? Was there really a subject E here at this place? I had to see for myself. And I had to do it before I die in malnutrition. It took me several days to discover that door. E referenced a secret area that had been built even further underneath the base underground structure. I managed to open the door and make my way inside the sealed off passageway. I can already tell there's something here. This is it. This is where I'll find the answers I've been seeking. There's just something different about the airs in this passageway that makes it all too clear. My instruments aren't picking up anything unusual, even though the passageway itself is like something from another world entirely removed from what we think is a reality. I know this passageway is made of iron and steel, but it feels like I'm walking on a pulsating jelly. I make my way across the simultaneously hard, soft, warm, and cold floor, one careful step at a time. My body temperature is dropping like a stone. I can barely breathe. My conscience is hanging by a thread. I can't even remember how many days it has been since I last had something to eat or drink. Soon I won't even have enough energy left to talk into this recorder. But I can't stop now. I have to find the answers before I die. Answers that I'm sure lie just beyond this passage. The only sound that escaped my lips were quiet gasps of shock. It was the most ritual room I could have imagined if I hadn't known better. I would never have thought it was located in the middle of the most high-tech base on Earth. And yet there was, atop the exam table, a bizarre thing that resembled nothing so much as a dead tree. Hey there, it's about time you show up, Blue Book. Hello, Tom. That's all I got to report. Any other questions? This isn't like you, Pepe. Didn't you always used to tell us we should act our cheers when we lost? Unless of course you don't consider the Indian loss but disappearing loss at all. It's Atlantis, yes, 5.1. My, see that at least your sharp tongue has managed to a full recovery, Kadok. Alrighty then, let me rephrase. Not only did I get a fight with my lost belt king, my very own servant washed his hands of me. And I had to run all the way here with my tail between my legs after Kadeo, our sworn enemy, saved my life. I'm clearly the best character. But at least the roasted bananas were super yummy. Never mind, I take it back. You're just cheerious as ever. Now shut up already, will you? Now that our pepperoncino, besides it's too soon to declare yourself a loser. Knowing you must have really gone in their good graces, right? There's more to do to a deathmatch than just slipping a knife between the other guy's ribs, getting your opponent attached to you. A pro level long game move. So the things are going. I'm betting their next destinations be their last, am I right? Oh yes, this next one will be settle things once and for all. Don't be going to your lost boat. I mean, now that they have a ship, they're all but certain to come here. Even though that practically guarantees their demise. Oh damn, that's a real brave of them. Gotta give them props for that. That's up to you, Karia. We couldn't ask for a better guy to fill in that last seat. What was the name again? Who cares? Like it makes any difference to me, anyway. Point is, this next drink's for you, Master. What is space? You must be feeling really good about yourself now that you strangled for instant lost belts and their pro-viable cradles. We can't be sure the Chaldeas will come to the Atlantic lost belt yet. Who knows, maybe they'll end up getting for you next barrel. So if you got time to making shitty tasteless analogy, maybe you ought to spend it getting ready for them. Huh? You serious, Kadok? You really think I might be next? Are you feeling okay? What are you talking about? I'm just saying it's possible that... Well, Kristeria hasn't told you. Well hey, since all the alter egos aren't here at the moment, so we don't have to worry about them. You mind if I tell them myself, boss? Now this directly concerns the next phase of the plan, so I'll fill him myself. Safer, the tree of emptiness in Barrow's English lost belt has already been filled. I secretly asked Barrow to see it, that the English lost belt would go away on its own accord. It's already been filled? Then you're saying the English lost belt doesn't exist anymore. Nope, it ought to fall apart and disappear. You're a Sioux now, and for the record, you have no idea how hard it was to pull that off. The English lost belt, or the British lost belt as they like to put it, has like 1,000 phantasmal beasts for every one of the few humans there, and you can easily find yourself in a whole different world, with completely different rules if you could just go a little way down the path. It's a hellish wonderland, and coming from me, a guy who has raised in the United Kingdom, that is saying something. So it wasn't easy sweet talking into him cutting down the tree of emptiness themselves. They're probably cursing my name to hell and gone for tricking them right about now, not that I'm gonna do them any good. Is that true? Because unless my eyes are playing tricks on me, I'm pretty sure I can still see a wall of light up around the English lost boat. Yes, I've seen it too, but even so, the English tree of emptiness is most absurdly gone. Once the tree of emptiness grow tall enough to reach the stratosphere, their branches start to interfere with one another, resulting in kind of a network. And we haven't seen a single signal from Safeford for a few days now. I doubt it'll be long before that accursed wall of light, the world's end, follows suit and disappears as well. Alright, the next question. Why'd you get rid of the English lost belt like this? I thought our lost belts were only supposed to fight each other once their territories made contact. It goes to show that there are exceptions to every rule of the Kadok. This may be difficult for you to understand since you have no way of knowing how deep London's, that is to say the clock tower's abyss runs. But the English lost belt is the only one that cannot be allowed to remain. Nothing good will come ever come from it. Not for us and not for the Fortune God. However, the Fortune God knows nothing of this planet history, and we have no way to explain. We can't even say anything to the priestess, as her role is purely observational. Oh, thanks for the raid, Aether. All that aside, Kadok and Peppercino, the fact remains that I should have told you about this, and I didn't. For that, I'm sorry. No point in apologizing about it at this point. I still don't like it. At least I'm in the loop now. Same here, besides I already figured out that Barrow was up to something. But you know, Christeria, what I said, does that mean you or Tree of Emptiness is the only one still operating? Don't be ridiculous. I've forgotten about David's lost boat. That leaves 2. I guess the only problem is that I can't see anything that looks like a Tree of Emptiness anywhere around South America. So I take it that means all the branches connected to the canopy covering the sky are from the Atlantic tree den. Good grief, I really can't get anything past you, can I, Pepe? That's correct, my Tree of Emptiness is the only one that receiving the blessing of the Fortune Gods, earth covering canopy. Hello, Pasto. What's more, my Tree of Emptiness has also grown complete maturity. Once we confirm the Linkish lost boat's disappearance, our plan will enter its final stage. The canopy has not only been absorbing the Earth's mana, it's also been soaking up all the manner of cosmic rays, the kind of the Earth magnetic field usually deflects. Let's see. We will focus entirely our combined energy onto a single point, thereby enabling the Fortune God to descend upon this planet. From there, the changeover should be swift and all-encompassing. The old world will perish, a new order will be established on this planet, and I will be the last human left. There goes you talking about big game again. You sure that's all gonna go off without a hitch, would I? The more time you spend grandstanding like some kind of uproar, the more chances they will have to show up and ruin everything. I'm well aware of that, Kadok. Kade has always taken keen advantage of their opponents, negligence and pride, to turn the tides in their favor. Which is why I sent my strongest force at my command to the Atlantic. That's also why you haven't seen keenness here. I wasn't worried anything knowing you. I figured you have all your bases covered. So it seems, wouldn't it? Then we might as well just sit back and see what Christeria got. In that case, I think I'll keep monarching around, just like Kadok's been. Kadok's last name. How about you, Barrow, if you stick around in the Linkish lost boat? Hey, you don't gotta tell me. I stuck around there, it'd just be a matter of time before it came for my head. Barrow, when did you? My, so you're already long since flown. The coop, I should have figured you knew exactly what you were doing. Right, but seriously, I was downright terrified out there. I was like, I can't take this crazy island anymore. I'm getting out of here while I still can. Then I jumped off the cliff into the ocean and had Keenness come pick me up. Well, get low of this. You guys never believe what I went through over there. See, that lost boat was home to a princess who knew nothing, and I do mean nothing, about the ways of the world. So I figured I could take advantage of her in all sorts of ways, if I got in her good grace. But she had a fairy tale land way more than I could imagine. I mean, clingy. Even when she found out I was human spy, she didn't bat a damn eye. She just snuggled right up against me and saying things like, "I will follow you into the bowels of hell itself." I mean, how stupid can you get? She knew I ruined her whole damnation, and she didn't even care. How am I supposed to deal with that? It's beyond ridiculous. Take it from me, Kadok. Don't go putting the moves on royalty unless you're sure you know what you're doing. Piss off, don't you pull that big brother shit on me now. Besides, I'm never putting any moves on royalty again. Wait again, did you just say again, Kadok? Had some experience with royalty then, have we? Well, I can tell this is gonna be best news I've heard forever. Tell me everything, don't spare a single juicy detail. Forget it, there's nothing to tell. If you don't have anything useful to say, then keep your mouth shut for once. Hey now, you can't expect us to care about something like this, right? I mean, it's not like a romantic escapees or regular things for you. Come on, Pepperoncino, this calls for a change in menu. Hell, we could even get MahdeenSky for this. Oh, I'm so in. Right now I don't care what it might cost to coax some juicy secret tidbits out of MahdeenSky. Fine, go ahead and drink yourself silly. I'm going back to my room. Ah, come on! We're just having a bit of fun, Kadok. Lighten up for a change. Now how about you show me where I can find a nice place to hang around. I only just got here, but I know this Atlantic lost spot is supposed to be amazing. Hehe, if that's any indication, we shouldn't have to worry about Barrow for a while. Though I do hope the scent of blood will eventually wash off him. Anyway, let me know if anything changed with time. Might be useful, but I'm sure there's still something I could do to help out. Now then. Perhaps it's time you consider sharing your own opinion before I make my final move, Priestess. This could be your last chance, seeing as a fortunate god disciple have yet to even realize that I have my own goals in all of this. You must have seen the adjustments I made to my true emptiness, along with the way my interests align with Zeus, even if our conclusion differs. But somehow, in spite of all that, you continue to do nothing. Very well, I'll not waste any more time asking why you continue to insist on observing rather than acting. Nobody knows if the fortune god even truly exists. Not even the disciples have ever seen them. No, the fact is, not even they have the means of determining what the fortune god's true intentions may be. The fortune god is truly a god of emptiness and cannot in good conscience leaving mankind's fate to such a being. I will limit Kadia, watch over Zeus, until the passes, and establish the treatment as a reality. So continue to stay back and observe, voice shaped like a priestess. Nobody else is left. I alone shall realize the future you failed to create. There's so many intros, bro. Why is this prologue so long? 5 days after the Nautilus test dive. I see, you're all here. Ahead of the operation start time. Very good. Master Yuki, servant Mashkulite. As of this moment, Kade will assume his first battle station, and I don't want to hear any whining about how we're starting the operation 2 days ahead of schedule. Captain reported that Nautilus test dive in the void space concludes safety. So I trust you're all prepared for the genuine article then. Yes, sir. Yes, Director. We're completely over seasickness, and are ready to begin the operation at any time. I'm sorry about this, everyone, but Gordup is right. The situation is dire. There was a change in yesterday's in the branches of the tree of emptiness that we believe now covers the entire Earth. These branches were previously circling magical energy between them, like a network, but now they have begun funneling that energy towards the center of the Atlantic. Dolph? We don't know yet what this phenomenon signifies, but whatever it is, we can be certain that energy is being stockpiled for use in a large-scale magecraft ritual. Currently, the amount of energies we have measured is already equal to that of Gaetia's incineration of the humanity. Friend in space. While we were unable to observe the lost boat interior, tries make us already declared this disaster on a global scale. I therefore recommend that this anomaly, that is the Atlantic lost boat, JP-rKyECtnz, to be dealt with as swiftly as possible. A magecraft ritual on the same scale of incineration of humanity, then that would mean you have the fortune god is descending to Earth. Every data fragment we gather up to this point is pointing directly towards the inescapable conclusion. That being said, we still don't know what this fortune god is, whether they're a god, or how whether or not they even exist in the first place. Sorry for being so useless. There's no need to apologize for that, Davichi, for that can't be helped, that we have so little information to work with. It's not our skills that are a problem, it's the damn cryptors not giving us anything to go on. Though of course, it also seems like they don't know any more about the fortune gods than we do. I suspect the only creature who does know the truth is their leader, Christopher Woodime. Not to worry, I expect that will be made quite clear over the course of this operation. Both the English lost boat and the South American lost boat currently appears to be stagnant, with neither showing any further signs of expanding their territory. Therefore, we have previously discussed it. Kadia will be directing all of our resources towards eliminating the Atlantic lost boat. And now our preparations for that operation are complete. The Nautilus has been equipped with an ultra-long range lens capable of observing outer space and a record-breaking magecraft bearer from all of human history. The Shadow Border has overhauled such a significant degree that it could almost be called a wholly new machine. Both the Nautilus and Border have been unfitted with a single functionality, in a likely event that one of them is excluded. Its Cure-Light round table has been infused with enough magical energy to summon a number of servants on site. My regret is that we were able to finish on Ortonex's replacement unit before circumstance forced our hand. Oh, do not worry about that. I will continue to work on its design myself. There should already be enough materials for the reconstruction on the border. So long as you are able to discover or otherwise recur a concept powerful enough to fill in for one of those bullets, I'll be able to put the whole thing together in time where it takes you to eat lunch. Right, both my ultra long range sniper training and the Ortonex transformation sequence have been cleared for action. If it needs to deploy to give us an edge during a decisive battle, I promise I will wield it to the best of my ability. Huh. Now just pretend you did not hear any of that. Besides, we still do not know if it will be relevant here. Now then, as a command room officer who will be holding down the fort in your absence, I would once again like to give my usual order to those for you of the Pure team. The situation has changed significantly. I would not say we have a minute to spare, but I will say that time is definitely not on our side. What is more, it looks like that the case for most key point of the attack as well as the Atlantic lost boat. They have now put us in check before we had a chance to do the same to them. This program will be longer than any battle we have fought to date, both in terms of numbers of enemies and the path you will need to reach your destination. Even a zero sail can only take you to a lost boat's other edge, which in case means there will be more distance between you and the tree of emptiness than ever before. So I urge you all to handle yourselves even more cautiously and cool-headedly than you have been so far. In this Atlantic lost boat, that of learning about its world may actually end up working against you. So as you stay strong and that you simultaneously be proud of your own land potential. You reach a point where you decide you cannot continue with the operation, feel free to come back here immediately. Now what I'm saying, now is not the time for Primson. It is all my third process fault. She has been incessantly insisting since yesterday that this simply cannot work. Alright, let's go out there and take back the Earth. Field team, go ahead and board the border, starting with Master Yuki. Once I have confirmed that all the vitals are green, you are to untether the Nautilus from reality. From there, you execute Zero Sail, and this operation will commence in earnest. Order Lost Boat No. 5. Suborder those who cross the Sea of Stars. Make sure you give it all everything you have, and I look forward to your safe return. Now it's actually prologue, huh? Looks like this is as far as it go. I'm sorry, Dion. Sanson. Huh. Come on, Dion. Don't let up for a moment. And don't worry about what might happen later. It's only the chance you got. It bounced off. I can't believe how tough his armor is. Good. He's not even using his Nova Phantasm. Nova Phantasm flirt their lids. I see a series of strikes made in tandem of a lady-based illusion. It didn't even scratch him. What a joke. Yeah, it's over proper human history. We destroyed every last one of your nests. But it's not over yet. It started long ago and it ended long ago. I mean them. The Olympus alter ego will deal with them. Do you think this would all be over once they arrived? There's no path for you. Any future you may have had is gone. You can submit to us and live, or oppose us and die, which would be proper human history. We will never submit. I see. Then death it is. We found the ley line, sir. Good, it is the last one. Once we have used it to summon a servant, causing it to go dormant, we will destroy it completely. Our enemies should have known better than to give us time to prepare for the arrival. Now we will ensure they have no chance whatsoever of defeating us. Without a callus, the only sort of hero spirits that can be summoned here will be drawn to this place by sheer coincidence, but make sure you stand back all the same. We may end up summoning a berserker after all. Yes, sir. Hear me now, in the name of our great Demerge. Come forth from the circle of binding guardian scales. Come forth and dedicate your life to Olympus, to this land brimming with the breath of the gods. Where am I? Wait, who am I? Are you my master? Yes, I am. From here on, you will dedicate your life and your skills to Olympus, down to your very last drop of your blood. It is through this servitude that your life will have its meaning. What do you mean by that? If it is beyond comprehension, then your only task is to die. The steely man spoke quietly, but his words carried on a mystical fury. Yes, master, my life is yours to command. The servant kneeled low, bowing their head before their new master. It was then that the man lost interest. All that mattered to him was that the servant was not an enemy, for his thoughts was already focused on the true enemy that lay before him. Chaldea, the invaders who would see our worlds destroyed. I would never let you reach Olympus. It's here in Atlantis that you will meet your end. Never you will escape, never you will survive. I will slaughter you all where you stand. Prepare for battle. Meanwhile, a man and woman watch as a certain sea craft makes its ways across the ocean. Are they serious? Is that really all those fools that Chaldea brought to try to cross the sea? They are here? Where? Oh, that must be it. Whoa, what an awesome ship. I know it gets this a little concerning. It's a beautiful ship, but it's way too small for these waters. Though it might have been too soon for them to make their move. Worst case, this battle might be over before it's even begin. I just hope they haven't let their victories over those other forlots will go to their heads. But that is harsh, and here I fought, I sense you were firmly on Master Chaldea's side. Hell yes I am. I can't help but go weak in knees for Iki. That's why I'm only concerned for him and his team. Looks like they're bound to have yet another rough start. We found that a happy turn of events. Even now I still cannot fathom him how your mind works. Is it because your love of dire predicament? I swear, you're far more berserker than Saber. Well, of course, I'm going to smile about this. I'm genuinely thrilled that they made it here. How about you? Did you not expect Chaldea to show up here now? Well, I hadn't ruled it out. How unfortunate that is. This is the worst possible scenario for them. At last, I'll finally get to see them lose. Well, you sound happy, though you certainly don't look good. I can understand them having such a hard time in Russia. It was their first lost spot after all. I can accept their prophetic showing Scandinavia as that was the world too kind for its own good. I can turn a blind eye to their reconnaissance in China, for that was the world too long without any manner of festivity. And I concede they had the right to be so righteous in India, for that was a clear-cut case of good and evil. No doubt it's owing to these experiences that the Chaldeans are likely thinking something along the lines of, the Langdon lost spot may be a threat, but there must be still a way to overcome it. But they would be wrong. There is no problem here that needs to be solved. None. This lost spot is already perfect, and is actually moving ahead to stage beyond proper human history. The Chaldeans shouldn't have come here with the intention of defeating this lost spot, and they especially shouldn't be trying to learn more about it. What are you trying to say? I'm saying that coming to this lost spot with any intention other than its complete and analyzation is a terrible mistake. I can only hope they realize the error of their ways before they completely wiped out our eternity. Well, no matter, I have my own work to do. How about you? If you like, could take you to their ship right now. Oh no thanks, I'm good. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for them at the enemy main base. Then I misspeak. I thought I was clear that as the Chaldeans are going to about this now, they're all going to end up dead. Oh no, I understand you. I just don't agree. Sure, they may suffer a horrific defeat and end up losing everything, but there will still be enough of them left to fight back. So in the meantime, I'm going to do what I'm best suited for, so that I can be ready to pass the torch to them once they finally doggedly make their way to the goal. I see, then you can also see how this is going to end, about in your own way. Very well, go on ahead to Olympus, if nothing else. The Chaldeans should make an excellent decoy. Right, the gods can't tear their eyes away from them. So on that note, guess this is goodbye Chaldeans. If I run into you again there. You won't, this will be the last time you will ever meet. I see no further trace of you once we go our separate ways to here. Well, at least that ought to keep things nice and simple, then. Hey, do me a favor and tell them I'll be waiting for them up ahead, okay? Thanks. That fool, as I've ever passed along such a message. That aside, I never thought that she would make the trek to Olympus via constructing drifting. She truly is her own personal spaceship device. Unfortunately, yes, the same cannot be said of the rest of you. The insurmountable iron wall that is the fleet of Olympus will rain shots down upon you like a meteor shower before you can even see them coming. And even if someone managed to get past that, you will need to face the Nihilist god of the sea. You truly understand your position here, Yuki. You have no time to spare to learn about this lost boat. The moment you attempt to do so, or to get to know its character, will be the moment your journey comes to an end. Your inquiry has helped you prevail with the spar, but you cannot count on it forever. The Thanatos continued to make its way across the sea. After confronting overcoming the emerging trumpet against 4 lost boats, its crew prepared to face the filth and the most formidable of all. Damn, can you catch attention here with a knife? This finding it, master. Yeah. Come on. What's with the long faces? Given how opposite weak and perfect the 6th and the 7th lost boats appear to be, This is shaping up to be our decisive battle. That's exactly it, Chubs. Come on. This tension has been making your ship center tighten up just as much as ours, right? Yeah, that there shows how little you actually know about the world Magecraft, Kitty Pie. After you know the tension I'm experiencing right now is nothing like all of yours. Now I'm generally freaking out here, and I will thank you not to lump me in with your everyday ordinary nerves. As far as mages goes, Kato Exemplis was the bottom of the barrel. Every aspect of the boy, from his skills to his lineage, to his result, was truly genuine substandard. Ophelia Pheromone's mystic eyes may have been menacing, but she was still just a girl with no killer instinct. Akira Hinako was, well, her existence may have been cheating the system, but she was never actually a mage. I would put her in the same category as an extremely dangerous wild animal. As for Peppuccino, on a second thought, he's slippery. I don't even know how I would go about evaluating him, so let's just say he's the exception to the rule. My point is, Krysteria is on a different level than other cryptors. There is simply no comparison. Oh, does that mean you met him before? Perhaps at the Mage Association? Oh please! Well, technically I suppose we do both come from equally distinguished families, but never mind that. Listen, the clock tower is where the true geniuses come together. There are even mages with talents well beyond average are considered to be strictly ordinary. As such, simply being able to stand out there marks to you as someone capable of changing the very world. Krysteria Whoopdime has been claimed as one of the brightest stars by the elite aristocrats, the Bartholomew faction, as well as the Democrats of the Trembilio factions, and even the staunch Nitros of the Megaaziib faction alike. Despite their difference, they all had equally high hopes that he would be the one to rebuild this world, the enduring foundation of Magecraft. They even thought he might have gone on to found a 13th department of study at the clock tower if he hadn't decided to join Cadea. Really, I had no idea Krysteria was so highly regarded in London. And yet you never met him yourself, Gordy? Of course not. I've always cautious about who I reached it out to there, after all. And Krysteria received it. No end of support from all the other successors to nobility, young men who were obligated to carry on their family names. You see, anyone from the Mage family, no matter how prestigious, would never dare to disobey their father. For them, their fathers, some who were genuine monsters who had been alive for hundreds of years, were the most terrifying beings in existence. And yet, in the face of these wicked old foxes, from the previous era of Magecraft, Krysteria was never afraid to speak of his mind openly. My guess is that his confidence stemmed from the sheer superiority of the magical circuits. He had circuits that have helped him go to his entire life without ever losing to anyone. He always carried himself as though he were a king, as though he had chosen by the gods. He was both confident and idealistic, yet distinctly humane, despite being both cool-headed and ruthless. He set the top records in all sorts of fields at the clock tower, many of which remains unbroken to this day. I still remember feeling keenly aware of how talent and charisma are something you are either born with or aren't, while peering over him in front of behind a convenient pillar. Oh yeah, I could see Tobo doing that. I bet he was tearing at a handkerchief and glaring at him. The doctor is right. Krysteria was a bona fide genius who excelled at absolutely everything. It's true, my grown-up self has memories along those lines too. And they're telling me that while I was definitely an unparalleled genius in every human endeavor under the sun, Krysteria was an indomitable genius when it came to Magecraft. But I thought David was a genius. Oh sure he is too, just a different sort. Again, these memories belong to the previous self. We interact with Team A, so I can't fully vouch for them. But I say that David's the type who could make the impossible possible, while Krysteria is the type who couldn't master anything we know can be done. So while it's not one type necessarily better than the other, when it comes to being a leader. I have to say, being able to put together a foolproof plan like Christina could have been the way to go. Nonetheless, the fact remains that they're both peerless geniuses. I can't say I relish the thoughts of opposing either one of them. You can say that again. Maybe if we were lucky, they'll underestimate us and let us down their guard. And I think we can count on that. Christina always gave everything to his full effort, even in combat simulations. I remember it seemed to me like he had a real aversion, a hatred almost to settling for anything less than what he wanted. A genius who refused to take the easy way out. Perhaps this means he was actually just a hard worker. No, I wouldn't say that. According to County records, Christina lived a perfectly ordinary life during his time there. If anything, Kadok worked way harder than he did. He spent dozens of hours training for every one of Christina's. Oh. Anyway, that's pretty much all we had to go on, so I think that's enough Christina's speculations. We may not know exactly what we're up against, but whatever they throw at us, we'll be ready. We used every last bit of magic energy resource to accommodate to get to this point. Now thanks to the Thanatos acting as a shadow border elder layer, crossing the ocean is a proverbial walk in the park. Not that this even comes close to what Thanatos can really do. I understand your disappointment, but I'm afraid the shadow border's safety is paramount importance. Quite so, with these manifold bundle fuel spells. The new engine that let us use magic energy to propel ourselves through water at high speeds. The Iron X phantasm serving as a depot RM. We should even be able to cross bodies of magma if we're inclined. Of course, the Thanatos and I have seen it all and can handle anything, but I would like to avoid damaging the ship if we can. Hello, this is Shion. I'm reading you loud and clear. Make sure you all have as much food and drink as water as can possibly carry. This is about extradition. The best we are able to do at this point. If we fail with all going for us, I will never be able to look you all in the eyes again. Well, not to worry. If we do fail here, at least we won't have to concern ourselves with the next year's budget. The smart thing to do now is use everything we got and let the rest sort itself later. I do hope we can find a ley line and summon more servants soon. As things stands now, we don't have nearly enough in the ways of playing course. Come now, Gordov, you know why that is exactly just as wise any of us. Given the battles we fought in the lost spells, this far summoning servants on site give us much better odds. Besides, Master Yuki can only form temporary contracts with so many serpents. I'm afraid you have to keep a stiff upper lip. At best as you can for now. Okay, we're about to reach the storm wall. It might be impenetrable for the shadow border prior to its upgrade, but now things are different. Activating imaginary RX for Thanatos. Lost spell phenomenal identified. Naval realm assimilation successful. An E from reality. Void space dive penetration mode. 0 unfurl. Sir, the lookout reported a faint ripple at the eastern floor, the white wall. Of course, it could be just an underwater earthquake. Do you really think we could be seeing an oceanic earthquake now? No, it's almost certainly Chaldea. They may be arriving a little later than expected, but the plan otherwise remains the same. Assume they succeed in diving through the eastern floor and train your sights on their most likely emergence point. All hands and ships to battle position and hurry up with the landman deployment. Yes, sir. Listen up. Do not treat these foes as you would typical rogue servants. Servants who have formed contract with masters are stronger than you think. Do not for a moment think yourselves above them. Let down your guard, and you will find yourself hunted rather than the hunters. Yes, sir. Very well then. I'll leave this in your hands. Understood. The JP-rKyECtnz Productions is coming along extremely well. Is it possible to manufacture those things? Yes, well, at least the prototypes. Damn engineers, after all this time, you still haven't been able to complete them. Well, no matter, send them in. Yes, sir. Activate the JP-rKyECtnz. Ready, sir. creature that spits out monsters. In spite of the tremendous pain it caused, it is indeed the mother of life. They should have all manners of application. Come on, move it. Go, go, go. Hoist the beam sails. Head for the target coordinates. Full speed ahead. The first fleet has arrived at its target coordinates. Landmates are now ready to deploy. Your orders, sirs. Take them out. Zero sail complete. Return to reality space now. The outside ocean is ice cold. I hate to say it after we just arrived, but we already got our works out for us. All hands, let's keep a tighter grip on this situation than a blue-ringed octopus does on its prey. We need to be able to respond to a moment's notice. Ray was hoping I could wait a little longer until Shion finished reworking my equipment, but it looks like the circumstance won't allow for that. Nope, our future is always just hanging on by a thread. So we're finally heading for Atlantic. Just what sort of civilization could have these people possibly have built there? I'm afraid that's all but impossible to say at this point, given the fantastical nature of this world's history. All the more given that we are dealing with a kind of nation that none of us have ever seen before. I expect the truth of the matter will be more difficult to pin down than a passing mugger. However, there's one thing I say for certain. Greece is home of one of the most famous and influential mythology in all the world. The gods of Mount Olympus. It is therefore highly lucky they have a strong influence on this lost boat. Atlantis is currently thriving much more than any other lost boat on Earth. You can tell that from fact we observe its tree of emptiness from outside the storm wall, if only just. That means that it's grown so large it's now impossible to cover up. It's hard to believe something so imposing could be so empty. I expect a tree like that will put up quite a fight indeed when it's finally time to cut it down. Alright, reality space established. Stable. Hello, Saiyan. We'll start to merge once we confirm there are no hostile nearby. Hostile detected upward surfacing. Damn, I can't believe how sharp their eyes are. Not only have they already seen us, they already headed straight for us. What? You mean we're already under attack? What in the world were you doing, Captain? They were waiting for us. They must have pinpointed our locations in the time it took us to establish reality space after the zero sail. What kind of observation equipment are they using? It's kind of like throwing a stone in the ocean and tracking it down using nothing but the sound it made. I know, we didn't make so much as a peep by diving smoother than the slickest dolphin. The only thing they could have possibly spotted is the faintest ripples we made when we entered the lost boat. And to do that, they would have to be continuously observing the entire storm wall without a moment's rest. Never mind how this happened, just get us out of here, damn it, meteor, full reverse. Wait, don't take any evasive meteor yet. Pull up the motor and just look at the surface, hurry. What? What are those? Oh, awesome. Those ships are using technology beyond anything our civilization. A whole fleet at that. Where to you, Marines? I don't want to listen to your sham parroting on either, but you can't just cut it off. Don't blame us, Captain. It's not our fault. Some sort of atmospheric interference has cut off our connection with Nova Cadre. Oh, I've got a report to make to Captain. It's not just enemy ships. I'm picking up a servant out there on the waters too. The one we really don't want to run into. Hey, by the time you Caddy's Cranes got here. I'm gonna murder the absolute shit out of you for making me wait all this time. Keenest Divine Spirit. She's here along with this entire fleet. What are you waiting for? Get us out of here. We don't want to have any obstruction. Chowdia. A transmission. Is it Shion? No, it's not. Attention, enemy vessel from Kadia. Attention, enemy vessel from Kadia. Requesting line of communication over. A transmission. Does this mean their civilization has advanced to the point to the long range communications as well? He was the only one that used magic energy. I'm gonna pick up Yuki. Okay, you're on. This is Court of Music Commander of the Shadow Border, speaking on behalf of Nova Kadia. I'm Odysseus, Commander of the Olympus Defensive Force. What? I'm contacting you with your first and only warning. We have come to kill you. There will be no surrender, no offers, no amnesty, and no negotiations. We will not stop until we have confirmed that every last one of you is dead. Eat. The pressure is so intense, he can't even get a word out. This communication is terminated, as you will be shortly. So we can't even attempt to talk things in effort to maintain status quo. The situation cannot be worse. We just have to make an escape. There's no way we can possibly defeat Keenest at sea. Engineer, grab a salt lick. I'm gonna crank the engine as high as we can go. What was that? You wanna run that by me, cat bastard? What kind of predicament do you get into my poor little ship into? When this is over, I'm gonna kick your ass so hard, you'll taste nothing but shoot leader for a week. Alright guys, I'm gonna take the safety belt off the Trident wheel. All 4 compartments now running, simultaneously, 3 seconds until we are at full battle speed. Oh, it's Munir, set your course. For minus 1200 seconds, we're going to dive back once the engine hits critical. Yes, I'm well aware. Preparing for a zeros to shell now. Put a prototype at them. We'll move to cut them off while it keeps them busy. Yes, sir. Opening cage, inputting target, injecting the field. Secure media. Go, go, go. Still not enough. Can't see go too. You don't gotta tell me. I'm letting them get away. No way I'm letting them get away. I'm gonna make them all wish they'd never been born, especially that low rent. I see, that's the vessel that smells Trident. They do say the sins of the parent are visited upon the child, though why Poseidon would bother to create such a dual family bonds beyond me. I'm getting something on the sonar. I'll start contacting closing fast. Crab gonna intercept us before we can zero sail. We get hit and Nell's whole outer will be completely shattered. Abort zero sail. Change his spells over physical defense. Da Vinci, give me an escape route. Our only hope is to smash through this dragnet. What about us, Captain? You head out with Mash and hope back that serpent on the surface. If we can't make it inside the ship, we'll all be truly done for. I'll solidify the water near the Nautilus, so you can use it as a foothold. Hopefully that'll be enough. I understand, Master. Let's go. Roger that, surface now. Opening the hatch. Kerberos. What the hell is that? It's a completely new type of enemy. It doesn't match anything in the records. I would never encourage you to approach it with that caution, but I'm afraid we simply don't have the time. Those other ships are making their way here as we speak. If we take too long, they'll have us completely trapped. Right, I'll be careful as I can. Engaging now. Waiting your orders, Master.
女神モード降臨。たっぷり1000はち切れそうでしょ。はち切れそうでしょ。好き放題扱って好き放題扱ってあげましょう。手に入るよくいい目を背けないで。そういいでしょう。死になさい。召し上げましょう。ブルームおひらめですよ。
MP sealed.
目をいい判断です。あくまで華麗に死になさい。内側から国家にですよ。無駄ですよ。日向に火薬の匂い。目を背けない。あくまで華麗に。モルゴー動かないの。無駄ですよ。無駄です。あ、これ無理ですね。日向に火薬の悩ませない。簡単に終わり。内熱衝撃バルブ装填します。よくいい判断です。いいでしょう。逃がすもの召し上げましょう。もうふっと消えた。あまり悩ませない。楽しくなるでよ。いい判断です。前に出ます。死になさい。召し上げましょう。照準捉えました。無駄ですよ。目を前に出ます。私が内側国家に
Body image, break one bar. What? What a word is that thing? And how's that so surely strong? Can't get a read on it. Our scans are being deflected, or something. All of the states are showing up as a no. If our instrument can't even measure it, I think that means it might be a divine beast. Cool. It's too damn strong. I'm going to raise my novicism. Get ready, engineer. Are you nuts? Why would you use up our trump card now, you moron? Oh, fine, we're gonna go at any time. Do it, and if you die from this, I'm taking over as the leader, Nemo. Stop in Great Ram over the impact form. Holmes. I'm on it, go ahead, give it all you got. Run it through, Graham, Nem, Atlas. Good, the Ram's truck dead on. Alright, good, still damn alive, damn it. Yes, but you managed to slow it down. Now's our chance to escape. Both of you get back here on the double. I'm sorry, I wasn't able to defeat it. No need to apologize. In terms of pure destructive power and durability, that thing is easily on par with the highest rank of a servant. Right now we just need to get as far as we possibly. Hold it right there, magnify. What are the blue blaze is that? Holy cow, those magical energy reading are off the charts. No way, it's not reading themselves. It's the sheer number of function I'm seeing. The thing's flash are fast enough to turn a human into a mummy, and back again in a blink of an eye. There appears to be something moving about in its abdominal region. It appears to be lamias and chimeras, fully grown to boot. You mean it's birthing monsters? What the actual hell? How? What's more, it's doing so at great speed. It would seem we are dealing with the mother of all monsters, in a literal sense. Now the monster is birthed or heading our way. Master, let's do this mash. Right.
Megami mode 降臨たっぷり性能はち切れそうでしょ好き放題扱ってあげましょうしていきます金玉に火薬の匂い簡単に温泉に入らない全て見つめるよく言いましたそういいでしょう分断する
47.
どこから潰して目によく言いましたいい判断です死になさい潰れなさい多くの
There, we got a lull in between waves. Now's our chance. And now we'll begin our evasive maneuvers as soon as we collect you. We'll make our way through any creatures we can avoid with a naval ram and anti-submarine net cutters. Forget it, Captain. We gotta get out here now before she gets here. They're above us. Good. Mash. I'm okay, although that one blow was so powerful. Who are you? Why do I go bother telling my name now? Besides, we already exchanged pleasantries in Scandinavia. Then again, I'm enjoying the terrified look on your face. So why not? You want to know who I am? Fine, you got it. My name is Canis, the Divine Spirit. I'm a lightning that tears the shitty ocean apart. I'm also Christier with Time Servants, and the envoy who's going to end every last one of you. But hey, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but I'm actually really happy that I get to see you a lot like this. Between Russia and Scandinavia, China and India, I figured you would have died way before getting here. Hell, I was so sure I already put you out of your mind. But then you showed up like a pack of morons. You are flying by the seats of your pants. Now I know what it feels like to bust a get laughing. You're going to be worth destroying just as much as that fake ass Tritron. So hey, take your pick. What it'll be? Skewered alive or torn to limb from limb. Either one's fine by me. All I want to hear your screaming for mercy. Oh, what's that freaking nerd doing out here? How about you go back to your calculators and shit and just leave the fighting to grown-ups, huh? Well, I'd love to do that, but I'm afraid that a few extra hands will be necessary to deal with the Divine Spirit. That means they need Sherlock Holmes. I'm afraid I missed my chance to say hello back in Scandinavia, so here I am now to make up for my lack of manners. That's so. Well, I like you mind your manners, at least in the sense that you don't piss me the hell off. On the other hand, I can't stand that whole prim improper shit, so I think I'll split the difference and rip your gut out first. Did you really think that a couple of human heroic spirits could even stand a chance against me? I'll show you what happens when a trash like you tries to pick up a fight with God.
System, all check. 大丈夫ですから。また黄金律にも種類があるのさ。バンカーボルト、リロード、内熱衝撃弾、内熱衝撃弾、装填します。はい、示弾、装填します。照準、ストライクブースト、ストライク。せーの。うら、落ちろ、トゥリ、落ちろ。
Ugh, I had to take a lot of weak ass no-phantasm to face before, but yours is far the most irritating. Cool. Holmes. None of our attacks works. That's due to Keenan's no-phantasm, or perhaps it's a type of 40. Perhaps Captain is right. It may not be possible to do so as Scratch Keenan at sea, or rather on a Greek's God's own ocean. Yeah, that's right, I'm mortal when I'm out on this sea. That's just how I'm made. I didn't ask for that, though you can thank the piece of my ship Poseidon for it. I would have been fine with just my lightning. Anyway. Time's up. I'll say this for you, Scorny. At least you know how to defend yourself. We're gonna pull back, just like Odyssey planned it. I was looking forward to being the master of Kyria in that fake-ass shredder to death with my bare hands. But not enough to risk my own life. Later, Kyria. I'll be nice and at least make sure you die a painless death. Canis has retreated. I got a bad feeling about this. Return to the Nautilus. Oof. Are you okay, Holmes? Oh, I'll be right. I feel at least slightly better than I did after my encounter with Sigurd, after all. Then again, I suppose I was only able to handle Keena's spear thanks to my experience against his demonic sword. At any rate, finding a way out of the situation is still our most urgent priority. Let's hurry on to the cockpit. I don't know why I can't spell back, but sincerely doubt it was to give us time to rest. We're back. Good, all crew members have returned safely. Some are joining Nautilus now. The Nautilus is safely underwater. Hopefully, this will be by some time. Damn you, Christier. Wasn't that strange to monk beast enough? Did you really have to sick Canis on us too? It's just so childish to be overprepared for her arrival. Gordy, I'm not sure childish is the right word. I mean, it was pretty much the opposite of playing around. It's a good point, but never mind that. We need to focus on getting out of here. We're still not ready for Zero sail. Between the unidentified demonic beast attacks and the damage Canis lightning did to the armor, repairs are going to take some time. If we try to Zero sail now, we all be crushed to the pulp under the pressure of the void space. And since we don't want that happening, we just have to find another way out of these waters. The storm is going nuts. A whole bunch of somethings are headed our way. Cover those depth charges. No wait, they're creatures. There is what looks like tons of living something headed our ways on the surface. Shit, they could collide with us any 90 minutes. One living thing could possibly move that fast. I picture Alyssa, they're probably Lamias. Evasive maneuvers, all hands brace. A wind is very bad. They puncture section 2. We're starting to take on water. I'll seal at once the crew is out there. 3, 2, 1. There it is sealed. What the hell, I know those were living creatures, so where did that depth charge come from? This is Hatch, look out, I'm hearing something strange. Oh man, I think they're trying to pry it open. Sonar reporting in. I'm seeing tons of ships on the surface, both headed in behind us. There must be at least 50 of them. We can't possibly break through so many. AJ's all ahead, flank speed. Shake up the creatures that are trying to pry open the hatch. Roger that, flank speed. E, what should we do? I don't want to die out here. Don't even dare to breathe. A strange sound's coming from the hatch. Stop. Did we lose him? No, I don't think we did, though I can't say I'm surprised. What's going on? Can we just make a run for it now? We were surrounded. They knew exactly what we were going to do. Proceeding to phase 3. Activate Lamias we built on the seabed. Once they secure the target, we'll immediately. There's nowhere left to go. The sea is usually a world of freedom. I never felt so restrained here before. I'm getting something on the sonar again. Now we got hostiles coming from the seabed. They're pretty much the same as ones before. Is that another depth charge? No sir, that sounded more like some sort of metallic grinding. Engine sets are still functioning. No sir, they're all tangled up in something. We can't move so much as the generator. We can't cut it off. The anti-submarines cutters either. The only way we can get it off is for someone to go out there. Does that mean they're gonna crush us to death? Wouldn't it be better to dash it at the risk of the zero sail? We still need a bit longer to prepare for that. They're not giving us any time to react at all. Once they've been cornered, the only option to have is left is the zero sail. That means there's still a chance they could escape if we continue to attack them before ordinary means. Therefore, we need to give them the salves of the heavens so that there can be no room for miracles or coincidence. Also, make sure you follow my commands to the letter. Anyone caught retreating will be punished severely. Yes, sir. What is it? What's the matter now? Is that the higher energy signature coming from the orbital space? We should have an ultra long range lens now thanks to the Xion, right? Use that to zoom in as close as you can. Roger that, activating ultra long range lens now. Zooming in 16,000 meters. 120,000 meters, 240,000 meters, 500,000 in meters. Oh, there's something there. Putting up on the monitor now. What? Is that really a spaceship? Presume this is orbiting directly above us at this moment. That's what it looks like. What is that? What in the ever-loving place is that? I thought the Lost Posts were supposed to places where human history stalled out. How could they have a spaceship that looks like something top scientists could only have dreamed about? We might have been able to gather more information about it if we still had our connection to Xion. But at a glance, it sure looks like more advanced than anything in our own world. Master, what's wrong? We're all gonna die. Die? An air ship hangs suspended in the hazy darkness of space. Hostile entity detected. Alpha request reconvert. Verifying to target coordinates. Bay ground level. E for sonar. readying cannons to fire on target location. Anate Octotria. Whenever you evade this conventional means, Professor, allocate the resource to maximizing defense. Understood. Activating bounded fuse spells. Authorizing Code L New Moon. Activate bounded fuse 1 through 60 and spatial distortion spell up maximum depth. Okay, but don't fall behind on those 0 sale preparation either. Here it comes. Dispatching interstellar cannon evacuation alert. Firing energy charge in 3, 2, 1. Shooting star Ortegia. The light converges a single point, transferring into an enormous arrow. There won't be a thing called arrow. This is a weapon designed to shoot down intergalactic vessels. Hopefully created to tear through entire planets. An anti-planet no phantasm. Now its light streaks down towards a single submarine, the Nautilus. Bound of fuse spells 1 through 60 have been destroyed. The spatial distortion spell has already been eroded 2% capacity. Time for distortion to repair itself. 5 seconds, the spell isn't going to hold. Initially 0 cell. Captain, we can't. We try and initiate. It's a hit. The cannon ship has been completely vaporized. Too bad for the guys who had to keep them surrounded. A necessary sacrifice. We couldn't give them the time to fall back. Shall we go home now, sir? No, not yet. We're gonna check the target area for any remains. Are you sure, sir? There's not so much of a scratch of them left. And that's a reason not to look because... Yes, sir, I'm sorry. We'll start searching the area right away. Is this why he paid that fox woman such an exorbitant price for that shadow border analysis? Because he foresaw this turn of events. That light I saw at the end. Hestia Island.
そろそろ寒くなってきましたね。季節の変わり目。慣れた頃ほど。
Whoa, that was amazing. There's been a booming sound and blinding flash of light that can't expect at the end of the world. I heard rumors about the goddess of hammers of justice, but I never seen it for myself before you could feel its sheer destructive power just from the storm that blew onto the beach. And my reason for paying the beach a visit, but I was also just a bit curious. I did think I might be able to help somehow if anything had washed up on shore. But I hadn't thought about it any further than that. I definitely didn't expect to run into any survivors. I mean, the whole idea that anything could survive that just seems laughable. After all, the whole point of the god's punishment was to wipe its targets completely out of existence. Which is why... Huh? Which is why it was so tragic to see that lone, pure-looking person wash up on this beach. Because I was the only one there who had any hope of saving him. Ooh. What just... Oh, I can't breathe. Whoa. Hey, are you... Okay, are you alive? Are you still breathing? Oh no, you aren't, are you? There's something stuck in your windpipe. Let's see, I think... For a choking victim, you're supposed to get behind him. Put pressure on their abdomen. 1, 2, 3. Cool, pack. Oh, you're awake, thank goodness. Are you awake? Have you come to your senses? Can you see me? Okay. Oh, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness, thank goodness. So, I'm sorry. I'm just so happy I could cry. Wait, no, I'm crying. You are why? I'm sorry. It's my first time saving someone's life, so... Whoa. Oh, it's you. Oh, so this little guy's named Fo. Is he your pet?